How did we do? I just want to say a number of thank yous to a number of people who were instrumental in making all of this possible. To President Healy and the Board of Trustees for your leadership and your support in providing the high-quality experiences for our student athletes and for setting the course to be #1 in everything that we do here at Babson. To Michael Johnson and Ian Ladd for your support throughout the season, and of course to Larry Ward, our Vice President for Student Affairs, for setting a tone of excellence in everything that we do. There are a few special people here that have helped us to put this event together as well. Judy Curley, Scott Deeks, Greg Gordon, Jerry Randlin, their staffs for their commitments of time and energy into putting this tremendous celebration event together. And of course, everybody here tonight, our fans, our supporters, our basketball alums, and especially our students who came out to support the team all year long. Thanks so much for being here tonight. So what a tremendous year it's been for me coming here to Babson and serve as your athletic director. First, we started off with a Final Four run for our women's field hockey team. I'm sure we have some members of the field hockey team here tonight. And then we roll into this national championship, which is unprecedented and the first team title at Babson in over 30 years. I don't know if many people here know how difficult it is to win a national title, particularly in basketball, where you have over 400 Division III teams and over 40 conferences. A lot of those teams are coming from places that have much bigger endowments than a place like Babson and much bigger student populations, from the NCAA and the UAA. And you also have teams that are coming after Babson every night, because most of the year we spend as the #1 team in the country. And that's not easy to turn away every team that comes your way every single night. This team did just that. And I want to make sure and congratulate them for all their hard work and their dedication, not only to their team, but also to Babson College. Moments such as this shine a light on athletics and the success of our athletic program, but more importantly, this lights up Babson College for everybody to see. Winning the national championship is really rewarding for our student athletes, coaches, and our staff. But it's so much more than that. It's a vehicle that presents Babson in the most favorable light, in a way that Babson wants to be presented, which is as a world-class college that provides a world-class education with highly competitive students that achieve great heights in the classroom, on the court, and who most importantly enter the workforce prepared to make a difference in their communities. I couldn't be more proud, and I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of our coaches, all of our student athletes, and our entire staff for their hard work behind this national championship. So please, give a round of applause for that. And I've got the great pleasure to introduce the architect of this championship and head coach Brennan. I've been involved in college sports for over 25 years, and I've been around many basketball coaches, and I have yet to meet anyone who's more invested in his student athletes than Stephen is. Stephen's a family man. He's all about integrity, class, humility, professionalism, and probably most of all in my book, care. And he's one of the most thoughtful teachers that I've ever met. Babson Basketball and Babson College is lucky to have someone like him leading our program. So say congratulations to our National Coach of the Year and our National Champion.
Thank you, I appreciate it, Mike. Just really excited to be here to share this team and national championship with the greater Babson community and beyond. We experienced phenomenal support from this community for the last weeks of the NEWAC regular season through the NCAA Tournament, and then the 2 weekends of NCAA play, we had just phenomenal crowds and support that fueled everything that we did. And we were so proud and happy to be able to share the opportunity to host those NCAA weekends with all of you. One of the quotes I read about the gym was, that it was the loudest gym they had heard all year in all of Division III, and that's a credit to you guys, so thank you. Obviously, to coach a national champion, you have to have certain ingredients that allow you to be successful. We talked about Babson basketball being a brotherhood. Joey Flannery up on the NCAA media moments talked about his brothers that he played with. And these guys had an incredible commitment that was much more about their team than personal agendas. And they told us from the beginning of the year we didn't care about the personal agendas, we just want to win. And we want to finish what we started back in 2015 when we had the opportunity to go for the first time ever to the Final Four for men's basketball. The table was really set in 2015 by a number of guys who helped change the culture of our program. And these guys included John Wicke, David Mack, Travis Sheldon, and Eric Dean. They gave us the work ethic. They gave us the work ethic and team-first mindset that allowed us to be successful in gaining this national championship. They also taught us how to be down at halftime of every NCAA game in 2015, and we continued, as everybody saw against Whitman, down 25. I'm sure that many of you had doubts when we were down 25. I was a little concerned, but ultimately, we've been back from 19 and 17 in a lot less time earlier in the season, and the leadership of the seniors and the fact that we can cut it to 4 just shows the resiliency of this team, the character of this team, and the greatness of this team. I believe that, and my guys are so sick of hearing this, but we say it almost every day. We get in a circle out at half court, and we say that, I say it, and I think they've bought in at this point, that we need to be greater than the sum of our individual parts. And I believe that on good teams, coaches create accountability, and on great teams, players create accountability. Like this team. And this team was all about our 6 seniors. They bought in and they drove us to this championship. As important as leadership, character, toughness, and talent were to our success, ultimately it was their confidence and their quirkiness. If you've been around this team at all or had an opportunity to watch us practice, you've heard Matt Droney get into other guys and tell them that's not good enough. And to have a player do that is very unusual because in today's age, very few people can take constructive or critical feedback. But the quirkiness is probably what allows us to come back from 25 down. I'd like to give you a couple ideas on how loose this team really was and why we can take everybody's best shot when we're number 1. We have a tradition called Sexy Friday. On Fridays, our guys get dressed up in banana costumes, Captain America outfits. They'll wear a shirt and tie underneath their practice gear. They'll wear the tightest shorts that probably I wore back in the 80s. And this just kind of was a fun thing that every week they tried to top. And it led to Saturday victories. And so it became Sexy Fridays led to Saturday was for the boys. And that led to 39 straight Saturday wins, including the national championship. In terms of being loose, I'm not really sure where it started, but one of the things that happened was we were playing defense in a drill, and Matt Droney, again, if you've been around him, he's one of the louder individuals I've ever been around in my life. On a daily basis, his sister's nodding that yes, he's very loud. And he thought we weren't competing hard enough, and he's like, we got to enjoy this defensive drill. We got to enjoy it. But every day, this guy from Minnesota, who was the most laid-back guy I've ever met, and his high school coach told me the best kid he's ever coached. And I still believe that. I find it hard to believe there's many kids better than him. He would say, we'd say, how's morale? He'd say, through the roof, coach, through the roof. And that was every day, other than when he had the concussion in Springfield. The last thing I'll leave you with is, on the day of the Final Four championship game, we had a shoot-around for 60 minutes on the game court. And we're about 20 minutes in. We haven't talked about the other team. We just let them shoot around a little bit because we just wanted them to do what they needed to do to get themselves ready. And all of a sudden, I'm watching film at the media table, and I'm in my dress shoes, and I think it was Droney and Joey, but I'm sure it was more than them. And they said, you know what? We need to have a coaches race. We need to get the coaches out here and have a race. Now think about this. You're playing for the biggest trophy you could ever do, obviously the first one in 33 years, and they said, coaches, you got to get out here. I went with the Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and said 1, 2, 3, go, and only had one person beat and I lost in my dress shoes. And then we got to see Coach Gagnon over here, raise your hand. He's a distance runner, that's about 8 miles a day. And Coach Dorian Bryan, who I call Diesel, a.k.a. he is our Vince Wilfork. To see 365 pounds of Vince Wilfork sprint down the floor, inertial motion was going, baby. It was awesome. He almost was photo finish, and we never got the photo, so it was a tie. But to think about that, like on that weekend, we're down to 25 points in the first game. We come back and get up 14 and win. And then we have probably the biggest chapter in Babson history where Joey Flannery goes up and has what we call a block now. He blocks the shot, it saves the game, it gives us a 79-78 win. And that's why it's Again, we just want to thank you for all your support. We hope you all be Beaver believers, as we like to say, who support all 22 of our teams because they've supported us throughout this run. As all the coaches that Mike just mentioned earlier have been phenomenal. They've made it easy for us to coach and just play the game. So I can't thank my colleagues and staff enough, as well as for this, the building and grounds guys put these balloons up and getting the Beaver out. And I think Mike covered almost everybody in the gym, so I'm not going to be redundant here. But just know that we did it and we enjoy it. Thank you.
Let's go, Beaver! That's right. Coach, before we get down to business with the player introductions, just on behalf of the men's basketball team, just an earnest apology to the many women's basketball players who are here tonight. The Sweet 16 is a really big deal. Congratulations. And you may have picked the wrong year, but there's never a bad year. Might as well do it again next year. But tonight, as I mentioned, is the men's basketball team here at Babson College, a truly unforgettable group, most of which has been together for a couple of years now, most of which has shared this ultimate common goal for a long, long time, and they saw it all the way through to fruition in Salem just over a week ago. So I want to start with the coaching staff. They'll come up, and at the end, they'll take over the remainder of our celebration here at Babson tonight. So we begin first with the assistant coaches. Of course, head coach Stephen Brennan's already up here, but I want to introduce the most successful Boston, hopefully assistant college basketball coach in the history of the sport, Andrew Haverman. The coach who would have been the gold medalist if it had been instead of a 94-foot race, a 2-mile race, Ed Gagnon. And yes, there is video, the object in motion that stayed in motion, Coach Dorian Bryan. championship team for Babson College had not only incredible senior leadership on the court, they had it on the bench as well, from 3 senior managers who did everything, both behind the scenes and on the sidelines on game day. The first of those 3 is Andy Dean. Then my former color commentator who was removed from duty because of some of his colorful commentary, Jake Pilecki. And last but most certainly not least, Scott McGonigal. Which brings us to our first year class, the bright future that lay ahead here at Babson College. The bar certainly set high, gentlemen, but it's great to have you here, and we're looking forward to seeing what you guys have to offer Babson College in the years ahead. But first, Julian Alexis. Next up, Jack Houlihan. And sometimes when your season's on the line, it's real nice to have a really tall guy that can come real high. We had one of those last Saturday night. Frank Offstring. And the Brian Thompson Maine. Shai Ulrichsen. Sometimes nicknames just happen, and one day, a couple months ago, one of them happened. Number 21, the Stone Cold Assassin, Nick Bonner. And then the big guy, the guy who was working his way back from injury to get back on the floor for the Final Four, a guy I saw after a win here in the NCAAs take over 300 shots on the gun after 11 o'clock at night, Bradley Jacks. The one man who always makes this building as loud as it's about to be when he checks into a ballgame, the Human Victory Cigar, number 31, Big Day, Brian Gill. The point guard for all the NCAA tournament games and the Elite 90 winner for the highest GPA of any player at the Final Four in 2017, Chris Lowry. And that leads us to our amazing senior class of 2017. How about 103 wins together? How about 4 straight NCAA tournaments, 3 straight Sweet 16s, 2 Final Fours in 3 years? How about a 25-point comeback against a 31-0 team from Walla Walla, Washington? And then how about the very next night, avenging the Final Four loss in 2015 over Augustana for the 2017 national title? The seniors here at Babson College, the point guard number 3, Sam Bowmiller. The man who hit the shot to send Babson to the 2015 Final Four, and then who hit some darn big ones in the championship game in 2017, number 44, Matthew Droney. Then we had our ace in the hole, the big guy from North Andover, who said he made the best decision of his life to transfer to Babson College for the last 2 seasons. Number 34, Isaiah Nelson. And how about Mr. Everything for Babson College? Did not start a single game in the regular season or the Newmax. All he did then was start all 6 NCAA tournament games and play every single minute of the national championship game and knock down the ball in the single title. The Monumental Principal, number 24, Charlie Rice. fill-in-the-blank player of the year. The man, the myth, the legend, and oh yes, the block. Number 32, Joey Flannery. And man's got a few words he'd like to say as well, so let me bring him to the podium. The national 2017 NCAA Most Valuable Player, Joey Flannery.
Thank you, John. It's great having you on us out here tonight. You're a great voice for the team all season. Just kind of got to go through the normal things that people got to do in this situation. But first off, the whole Babson community, really, we can't thank you enough for the support. It's been unreal. The fans, the alumni, the students, everyone. Support we had throughout our run in the NCAA Tournament was crazy. You know, this show was so loud. The track was full, and it was really a great experience for all of us, and we can't thank you guys enough. Going right down the list, Mike Lynch, Harry Healy, Dean Ward, for all the support you've showed all season, all you've done for us, thank you very much. And some of our staff, I don't know if Karen's here. Karen Gustafson's been our trainer for the past 4 years. She's been a great candidate for everyone. Coach St. Cyr, our strength guy, he was with us the whole run throughout the NCAA tournament, after games, before games, getting us ready to go. So he's in here working hard from sun up to sundown, and he deserves credit, just like the rest of us up here. Assistant coaches, Coach Haberman, Coach Brian, Coach Gagnon, we can't thank you guys enough for all the hard work you guys put in. It means so much to be able to share this moment with you guys. So much love from all of us here. The three managers, can't forget you guys. Whether you showed up to practice, maybe once a month, whatever it was. But we loved having you guys there along for the ride. I know we seriously can't thank you guys enough for all you did for us and keeping us going down the tough times in those games. A couple different shout-outs. Jeremy Veens, who was in the building tonight, was assistant coach here a couple of years ago, recruited a bunch of us seniors. So him, Sean Burton, and Zach Zorio were part of the coaching staff the past couple of years. One of the most important group of people are those Babson basketball alumni who set the trail for us to see these past couple of years. Specifically those guys that we played with back in 2015 on that Final Four team. Last but not least, Coach B. Coach right behind me. I can't thank Coach B enough. Our seniors, we're so tight with him. We'll go into his office, say anything. We'll find ourselves talking about anything but basketball for all of a sudden 30 minutes. And we're like, we were probably here to talk about some basketball stuff. But, Coach is the best. He'll do anything for us. And I'm so happy for him that, he finally got this moment, be able to celebrate this, with this group of seniors and the rest of our coaches here. And then that wasn't last, sorry about that. All my seniors, you guys, been with me 4 years, been an incredible run. A couple of you 2 years, Drones 3. But we're all brothers, we're best friends on and off the court. And we did this for each other. But we did this and we did this for you guys too. And I think this is going to be great for the school moving forward. Hopefully it sets the tone for the basketball program the next couple of years. And I just want to thank everyone. Thanks again.
Thanks, Joey. Good evening, everyone. My name is Larry Ward. I'm the Vice President for Student Affairs. I'd like to begin by thanking the parents and families. With those who are parents and families of these gifted young men, would you please stand or raise your hand? I want to thank you for sharing that with us and with this community. I also want to extend a special thanks and appreciation to members of the local community. We've got a lot of young people here who've what you all, you young men, represent to them are heroes and an example. They're looking at you for what it means to be a college student. Their notion of what it means to be a champion, what it means to pursue excellence. You all have helped to establish that for these young people. So to the community members who are here, thank you all for being here. I want to just say a couple words. Judy Curley, thank you for putting this together. You said it was fabulous. Craig Benson, you said I wouldn't have to pay a dime, and I haven't. Thank you very much. And finally, what I love so much about athletics and our coaching staff and these student athletes, those who are here and those who are in the stands and those who are at class and around campus, is that you all give us something to believe in. You give us something to feel good about. You give us a reason to come together, to celebrate, to rejoice, and to feel good. What I love so much about this team in particular, you've got faculty, you've got staff, you have the leadership, you have trustees, you have the local media. It takes a very special team to be able to pull a community together like that. You have people who are listening in or watching via live stream, and people who are following on social media and who have followed your path this whole season. And for you seniors for 4 years, you've given this community something to feel good about and great about. And I think you can be that's worth that. So we can be a well-regarded institution. We can be a highly selective college. We can be well thought of. But you can never be a great institution until you believe in something bigger than yourself. And this team has given Babson College something to believe in that's bigger than our actual selves. And so, thank you. Congratulations. We've got some cake and some goodies over there that are paid for, and so if you all don't eat them, we're going to be in trouble. And so there's nothing else left to do, gentlemen, other than enjoy. Good evening.